meet the deliveries, surgeries, and other medicinal expenses and educational expenses of the students. So that's all about what we have done in the past with IBM as our partner. So this year also we request you to do the same. So for the new employees and for the new volunteers, I need to take you through our trust and what we are doing, what are the institutions and establishments we have, etc. So before going through the details, our request is that to redeem your grants and support this process. So Ajit, over to you.
Yeah. Okay. Is it still visible, right?
Right, right. Visible.
Okay. Okay. So, like Pramodji, Share Medical Mission has been established in 2004 in Attapadi in Palakkad district of Kerala. So right now, like we have different institutions working under us. So if you, so the main four institutions or verticals that we have right now is like hospital.
Your voice is breaking, Ajit.
Under hospital. Still breaking. Hello.
No, it's okay. Good.
Okay. So the hospital component, our major hospital is in Attapadi itself. It's a 50-bedded hospital. It's called Swami Vivekananda Medical Mission Hospital. Then other than the hospital in the Palakkad district itself, we are also running a de-addiction center that is called Devi De-Addiction Center. And other than that, we have expanded right now to Idiki also because of the similar conditions of the tribal.
Are you facing the same issue, Swaroop? Is it breaking for you?
Yeah, it's breaking. Audio is breaking.
Okay. Okay. No worries. So I will take you through this one. As Ajit mentioned, so we have 150-bedded hospital in Attapadi, and there is one de-addiction center in Palakkad as well. And there is a school, Malishara Vidyaniketan School, which is also in the Tamil Nadu Kerala border, which around 528 students are studying there in this academic year. Along with that, we have a Malaysia Tribal Sports Hostel, which is started last year, and it started, showing the visible results from this year onwards. And there is skill development center there. Then we have a lot of community works that we are running with the support of Azim Premji Foundation, Infosys Foundation, etc. We have mental wellness program, adolescent health project program, then child care project is there. Then there are so many livelihood projects, and in around 350 acre we have started the medicinal plant cultivation project, which is actually giving good income to farmers. And our hospital, we started with our hospital, and our hospital is widely known as 10 rupee hospital. In this hospital, the tribes and the underprivileged, if they take a 10 rupee consultancy card, if they pay just 10 rupee, they can get all services, including surgery, delivery, medicinal expenses, etc. All that will be covered with just 10 rupee. And we get around 200 plus patients every day, and out of that, around 60 to 65% is actually these tribal patients. And from other patients, we are taking a marginal fees, considering the not-for-profit structure. So for 60 to 65% patient, it's free of cost. We are providing the services free of cost. And similarly, we have one more hospital in Idukki district near Munnar. You might have heard about that tourist destination in the remote areas of Munnar, where we are providing outpatient services. Also, we have mobile palliative clinics which are providing support to around 500 to 1,000 patients in Idukki and Palakkad district, where we will go to all these patients' home and provide the services, because these are bedridden patients, right? So we provide those kind of services as well. And we are running around 50 to 70 tuition centers or village learning centers, pre-village learning centers for the remote areas. Also, we are teaching them computers with the support of Apni Pathshala. They provide free computers and we provide free computer education to them. Can you move to the next slide, Ajit? So we are actually landing with healthcare and expanding to other domain as well. So we are focusing on the integrated tribal development model. We have, if you look at the health, it's not just depends on the hospital. We have village health workers. Each and every ward will have our village health worker. They are working voluntarily and they are acting as a bridge between the rural population and the hospital and for various services associated with this hospital and other community projects. So as you can see, we have maternity care project, and the background of this particular area is that this is very infamous for infant deaths, and this has been mentioned many times by Prime Minister or other people also. I mean, this is specific to this particular area. So so that is the need for, that establishes the need for this hospital and its community project. So we have maternity care project, then child care project, then we have a hospital providing NICU, MICU and all. And there are so many alcohol and other drugs related issues which are covered through the addiction program, then mental wellness program, etc. Then for the rural development, we have drinking water irrigation projects, etc. For livelihoods, we have, as I mentioned, there are medicinal plants cultivation project. In addition to that, we have NABARD supported projects as well. For the education and skill, in addition to the skill center, we have other youth development programs also running there. Move to the next slide. If you have any questions, please feel free to stop us and ask the question. So as I mentioned in the last slide, we are focusing on the integrated development of a tribal family. Services are not just limited to tribes alone. There are so many other underprivileged families here. We are supporting them as well. And this service started 20 years back and it's still growing and it's providing better services. And this hospital got established to 50 bed hospital. That facility and all advanced over a period of time. It's not there since 2004. That's what I just wanted to say. Yeah, Satish, I think you have a question.
Yeah, so my question is basically, if you turn on to the previous slides, okay, we talked about hospitals, schools, and other services rendered by Swami Vivekananda Trust, right? Now, let's example, we have de-addiction centers, right? These de-addiction centers is only available in Palakkad or within Kerala or any other Bangalore or any other states wherein the challenge is that to bring those people who have been de-addicted, right? So how those challenges are?
So we have multiple levels of de-addiction program. One is the community-based de-addiction program where we will survey, our village health worker and our team will together they will identify this kind of people and we try to counsel them or support them through the community projects there itself. Then then if there is no progress for some critical cases, we take them to our de-addiction center where they will stay for a long time and we will cure them. So short answer is it's in Palakkad, correct.
Yeah. So if it is in Karnataka state, then the volunteers who are supporting, they would come to Bangalore and then they would counsel them initially. And if these things are very serious enough, then they have to take back to Kerala and there they do the further treatment for those addiction people, right? That's what you meant.
Yeah, we can do that as well. Depends on the cases. As such, we are not providing any services specific to Karnataka, but if you find that there are some underprivileged family which can be cured by us and it can be supported by us, we can provide even remote support also. If there are volunteers available there, we can work together on such cases. That's not an issue.
Okay. Okay. Thank
Yeah,
you.
you can talk to Swaroop or you can take down my number and we will be able to help you. At least we will be able to guide you to another institutions, or at least we will be able to assess and provide you the required information and support.
Fine. Yeah.
Yeah. Next slide, please. Yeah, so these are the 7 out of 17 SDGs that we are supporting. So we can move to next slide. So these are our hospital facilities. We have 12 full-time doctors. Then there are other visiting doctors. Then there are other volunteer doctors who comes from various other institutions, providing voluntary services also. And 28 plus nurses and all these paramedical professionals. So basically, if you look at Indian CSR model, most of the CSR support that trust like us receive are actually covering the capital expenses. If you want to buy a device or ambulance or equipments, companies will provide money in order to meet this operational expenses like school fees or providing salary to doctors, nurses, or medicinal expenses, etc. Very rarely companies give this money. So in order to meet these expenses are really troubling us. And every year we have an operational expense gap of around 2 crore. So we are depending on these kind of company volunteering grants to meet those gaps. And every year, these kind of income don't come on a regular basis. So to give the salaries and pay the bills on time is really a challenging thing for us. This is where we are actually requesting some support from IBM or any other kind of any similar companies, who has this volunteering grants option, where employees can volunteer their hours, then redeem the grants to NGOs of their choice. So please consider that option. And every employee in IBM, as you are aware, can clock around 100 hours, I guess, and you can get maximum $1,000, and that can be redeemed. If such 100 such employees contribute, that itself will be around 80 lakhs or so. So that will be a huge help. I'm just giving some example. In the past, IBM had helped us in the past. So these are pictures of our OP department, ICU, X-ray, and also all devices, all equipments are modern equipments. Last to last year, I think the tribal minister inaugurated our NICU and MICU. So next slide, please. Yeah, this is our school. This year we have 528 students, and we are providing free education to 300 students. Even if you consider the fees what we are taking, that's maximum fees, including everything, is 15,000 only, including all this transportation expenses, etc. And please note that we have to bring these students from very remote tribal belts. And even if we take, even if all the children give the fees also, we will not be able to meet the expenses. And we are depending on sponsors, individuals, volunteers, and all those people to meet these expenses. And yearly, from school point of view itself, we have a huge gap. It's around more than 80 lakhs or so. But we are getting support from people also, but that support is not enough. And that's the point. Yeah. Next slide, please. And these are some pictures from our skill development centers. We have received some free computers from Apni Pathshala with the help of that, and we are teaching small kids about computer and senior citizens on digital literacy programs. And we also train, we have separate program, software development training that we are providing to dropout students from this area. So we are planning to develop some kind of employment opportunities for those students by setting up our own, tribe's own, their own self-help group or their own startup company that we want to start in the future. So that's our vision. So we are working towards that. You all guys can support us in that journey. You can even think of taking some classes to our students. We can arrange. There are remote training facilities are available, and we have good internet connection. We have computers available. If you guys are ready, we can arrange such a remote. We can facilitate that, and you can train our students as well. And in addition to that, we have this stitching units available. Multiple such stitching units are available. In last year alone, we have done 166 deliveries and 213 surgeries, and around 476 families benefited from our medicinal plant project. Sorry. So 10,000 plus patients received our services through the village health worker program. So that's the power of our community projects, right? In last year alone, 53,000 plus patients received free OP, IP, dental, and all these kind of things. In addition to this, there are volunteer doctors who comes from very famous hospitals, and they conduct medical camps also as part of our programs. Next slide, please. Yeah, these are the same projects that I have covered in the previous slides. Community mental health program, village health worker program, maternity care program, adolescent health, because infant deaths were very common there. So we are addressing all aspects of that and taking care of the nutritional things, associated things related to the adolescent girls, and all those things that we are covering, and post-delivery maternity care, post-delivery and pre-delivery also, those things are also covered there. Can you go to that volunteering option slide, Ajit? So these are some statistics about our youth club programs and other youth development programs, etc. So how can you volunteer, right? IBM employees can volunteer and clock the hours in their volunteering portal. So we have created some programs through which IBM employees can contribute for virtual volunteering. You don't have to be physically present. So you can create informative audio clips related to general knowledge, science topics, English, culture, or different language. You can even create small clips for teaching Kannada, Tamil, Hindi, etc. So basic knowledge, new education policy that also supports these kind of knowledge, right? These kinds of learning, sorry. So you can create small audio clips explaining all these things. This audio clip should be maximum 2 to 3 minutes long, and you can upload that into a Google Drive. That link of that drive will be shared. I think that's there in another slide, and you can create audio stories too. It can be related to Indian history, freedom fighter, or national integration, or it can be simple stories for students as well. Moral value related story as well. And you can create anything that could benefit the students. When we say students, it can be from LKG to 10th standard. So when we receive all these audio clips or videos or flashcards, all these things that we will be spreading through our tribal network. So only thing is that it should not be very large in size, because they have very limited bandwidth or limited data options available. So it will be very difficult for them to download large files. So whenever they whenever they get mobile range, they will download it and keep it in their mobile, and their kids will be able to benefit from that. So also we play these kind of things during the free hours in our school as well. So this is how you can contribute. And in addition to that, you can take some classes to our our dropout students in the software development training or other computer related training. If you are willing, please contact us and we can arrange that. Next slide, please. Yeah, so you can create the content and upload here in this particular Google Drive. And in case of any question, you can contact me. My number is given here. And after creating and uploading this content, you can clock the hours. And once your hours get accumulated, you can redeem the grants and select Swami Vivekananda Medical Mission, Agali, AGALI. Because with that name, there are so many other organizations as well. So you can select that, and that grant will be reaching us, and that will be benefiting the poor tribes and other underprivileged. So that's all about the volunteering program. So this is the gap. Every year we will have this much gaps, and we are somehow rolling and moving on, and we need your support. I think Anjali has a question. Anjali?
Oh. Yeah, am I audible?
Yeah, now you are audible.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask, you have given 3-4 activities wherein we can just create an audio clip or a video. You have certain topics also documented, because I mean, just taking the topic ourselves, I don't know how much that would be beneficial for the children. If you have certain topics which you think generally is required by them, can you share those topics?
See, in the past, IBMers have contributed a lot. It can be related to science, maths, culture, national integration, or anything. I mean, whatever you feel that it would be good for students, you can create that content. I mean, there is no such limitation. If you are looking for some examples that created in the past, in this Google Drive, if you go there,
Okay.
not sure if it's already uploaded there. Otherwise, from previous years, I can copy that here.
Oh, okay. And it can be a presentation also, like a PPT kind, or just
it can be presentation, but if you are thinking about creating presentation, just do it in the flashcard way, which will be more attractive to students.
right?
I will copy flash, but if you feel that that's the one slide PPT or 2 slide PPT, please go ahead and do it. I mean, there is no such specific rule. Anything of value to students, and when it is coming from people